Simply Trees. I'm over here at McCord's Nursery and Greenhouse in Provo, Utah, and we're talking about how to prune raspberries. So I've got two different plants here. There's three types of canes. So raspberries grow on canes. That's what they call it, rather than branches, they call it canes. There's three types of canes on a raspberry plant. There's this year's cane that's herbaceous, it's brand new, right? This is just grew this spring, in the past couple weeks. See, it's not even woody. Like if I snap that, it would be just succulent. It's herbaceous. So that's a 1 year old cane, or this is this year's cane. Last year's cane will be woody, but it will have lateral herbaceous canes coming off of it. And then the third type of cane is a 2 year old cane. So this is not a year old, this is like 0, 1. A 2 year old cane is dead. It's just crispy. The bark is all peely, it's just dead. So, when we're pruning raspberries, first things first, all the dead, just cut them out. Then we're looking for the strongest of last year's canes. We want to eliminate all the real weak, spindly ones. Then what we have left are all of the strong last year's canes, but there's probably more than you want. There should be no more than 1 cane per 1 foot in any direction. So if there's 4 healthy canes in the cluster, remove 3 of the 4, leave the 1, as long as there's about a foot to the next cane. And that's how you prune raspberries. Any questions?
All right, so 1 cane. The one in your left hand, that has 3 canes, right?
Yep, it has 2 this year, 1 last year.
So this year's don't count when you're talking about only 1 cane?
Well, yeah, when you're pruning, they're dormant, so you won't see these yet, typically.
Okay.
So all you're going to see is 1 year old and 2 year old canes. But you can tell the difference, even though the 2 year old or the 1 year old cane is not going to have this new growth on it yet. But the way you can tell the difference is the reason I grabbed this one is because a 2 year old cane usually is all peely like this, but it is dead. Like if you bend it, it'll snap. Where these ones still have a little bit of flex to them. Yeah, but if we're eliminating a cane, it just goes right down to the soil level. Yeah. Because these new canes come up from the roots.
You prune, once it kind of starts to come out of dormancy, you prune like the top of that 1 year old cane off.
Yeah, if this is, this just dies back, so, oh yeah, so good question. So sometimes the canes will be this tall in a raspberry patch, and you're only going to get raspberries on those top of the canes because the rest just gets shaded out. And so if you tip them back to waist knee level, you'll get a lot more fruit, lower to the ground, easier to pick, yeah. Any other questions? Raspberries? Okay.